Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be renovating this bathroom here that we are standing in currently, all because of one leak that is in the shower. We're going to be gutting the shower completely, fixing that leak, redoing all the tile, all new flooring on the floor, new vanity, and so much more, making this bathroom beautiful for the homeowners. Get ready, get some popcorn, sit down, here we go. The very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking these vanities off. We're not saving them, they are trash, but I want to get them out of the way to allow myself to have more space to work. So I'm going to start by taking these lower cabinets off. First thing I want to do is turn these water valves off, make sure no water comes out of the sink. And by no means am I a plumber, but I can do basic plumbing. Turn the water valves off, relieve the pressure. Now I got my water valves turned off, I'm going to take my little channel locks, loosen this hot water supply, cold water supply as well. Hot water is on the left, cold is on the right. Any little drippage is okay, not that big of a deal. All of these cabinets are trash, so not too worried about it. I'm gonna take out the drain now, get rid of this P-trap. Nice. With the P-trap now out, I'm going to move on to taking out the screws that are holding up the vanity. Once these screws are out, I can pull out the vanity and carry it to the dump. Funny enough, after we pulled all the screws out of the vanity, we were still unable to pull the vanity off the wall. The amount of caulking and silicone this previous guy put on the wall and the vanity was unreal, so we had to use a knife to cut it loose. Then we were able to pry off the top of the vanity, the countertop portion, and allow us to get to the last screw that was directly behind the drain. Once we got the top off, then I could get to the last screw, unscrew it, and pull the rest of the vanity off of the counter. After the other vanity being taken off, we were able to get to the second one and have a little bit more space to work. We were able to get to all the corners very easily and cut the caulking. And we had to do the exact same thing, pull the screws out from the bottom, then cut the caulking around the vanity, which allowed us to pull the top of it off. After we got the top of it off, I could get to the screws that were behind it, and then I was able to pull the actual vanity off the wall. A little tricky, but we were able to make it work and be able to tear it off instead of beating it with a sledgehammer and creating a big mess. This was super simple. It was a little bit of time on having to cut the caulking and undo the screws, but ultimately it saved us a little bit of cleanup because we had a lot of cleaning up to do later in the video. With the vanity out of the way, I can move on to the upper cabinets, and having the vanity out now allows me to have easier access to the screws and be able to climb my ladder and not have to reach really far and try and work over something. I can have the vanity out, I can have plenty of space to work, and this will allow me to remove those upper cabinets quicker and be more efficient, which will allow us to move faster on the job site and get to something else to demo. And as you can see, I'm pulling these out and we're going to move on to the shower next. We're taking the shower door off now. We got the door off to the linen closet, and we are making a move on this demo for the bathroom. They put wood blocks, bro. No way. Wood blocks for the spacers, that's something else. I'm gonna carry this out right now, get it out of our way. We're redoing all the floors, so we don't gotta worry about scratching them. The shower is getting completely gutted, so we don't gotta worry about that. Now we actually have some space to work. Nothing's in our way. We're kind of throwing like all the screws and everything on the ground. Since we don't have to worry about protecting it, it's a lot easier just to sweep it up at the very end. All the bulk stuff, the big things like this, we carry them out, get them out of the way. Check how the previous people installed the shower glass. Use some old little fence pickets.
Look on the other side too.
Some silicone. They were professionals for sure. A whole lot of caulking as well, all around it. Everything being open now, we can finally work really comfortably in here. Dave is going to begin by taking these shelves off. I'm going to take off the shower valve over here, work on that right now. Let's see what we have behind the panel on number one.
Pop-in shower.
It really is the shower insert. No way. That's a first. That's a first. Yep. Which we'll uncover a little bit more and see what else is behind there. This should be interesting. They used sheetrock for around the whole curb, and there's water in here completely. I was able to pull this piece of tile out with my hands. That's how bad it is. I noticed it while walking on it. Let's see if I can get this in. Oh yeah. Let's see what's behind door number one. What in the world? They covered up the old insert.
Hey, but you think they used this plum to make you pull that?
They could have. They could have used, I don't know. We're about to find out, bro. What else did you uncover, bro? Oh my goodness. They completely covered up the entire shower insert from the original building of the home and turned it into a linen closet. That's something else. We're gonna go ahead and pull this whole insert out. This is a porcelain insert that they just put in a full piece, silicone the corners. We're gonna take our big yellow bar and completely yoink this thing out of here. With all the trash picked up, we can continue on our demo, gutting this shower right here as well. Ironically, there's two of them, which is kind of funny. And then we're gonna pull all our baseboards out, flooring, carpet in that room, and so forth. But let's continue on the demo. Check this out. So underneath the vinyl flooring that I just pulled up, they left the tile. So we're gonna have to chip out all that tile. And then I'm guessing we're gonna find a couple more mysteries as we pull more and more of this out. With all the quarter round pulled off, we can pull up our vinyl plank, which reveals some tile underneath. We're going to pull all this out as well, but for starters, we're going to pull all the vinyl plank out, get everything roughly cleaned up real quick, and then we'll jump on to chipping all the tile out on the floor, and then we'll get to fixing this shower by pulling all the tile out of the shower, cutting all the drywall out of here that is all damaged, replacing it, and so forth. So let's keep on moving. Look at how easy this tile is coming up. Just grab it with my fingers, pull it right up. No, I did not pry it up before I did that. Look, I haven't done anything to the floor. I haven't hit it with the hammer. I haven't pried on it. And watch this. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, this is the rotary hammer, the new one. This is the new and improved DeWalt. All the tile is pulled out and we're immediately gonna jump to our shower. We're gonna begin on our floor and taking out the shower walls. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clog this drain. And typically you could use some paper towels or an old towel. But thankfully with this drain, there's actually a strainer. I think this is called a strainer inside of it. And on top of that, we can put this back on. It'll keep the majority of the debris out. Anything that falls through there is small enough to go down into the drain and be able to get washed out. But that will block everything out because this is a nice one. I don't need paper towels. And now we can continue on our demo. I want to interrupt the video real quick, so stop right here. Listen to this, what I'm about to say. We're going to be doing a giveaway at 200, 300, 400, 500 subscribers. For every 100 subscribers we get, click in the link below, go subscribe. I'll add more details on how to enter that giveaway ASAP. But in the meantime, make sure you're subscribed because we're going to be giving away a $50 Visa card for every 100 subscribers. Go subscribe. We'll thank you later. We are all loaded up. We have all the trash from the job site in the trailer. We're ready to go to the dump site, dump the trailer, and get it emptied out so we can have it ready for some more trash and also to pick up supplies for the rest of the kitchen demo. We'll be right back. We're at the dump. We're gonna go ahead and throw all the trash out. Super nice whenever you have a dump trailer. All you gotta do is hold a button. It takes about 4,000 pounds of trash, completely dumps it. That's how it's done. Just that simple. We're back from the dump, and this is the current status of the project. We have everything picked up and cleaned up to the best of our ability currently. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to scrape all of this mortar or thin set out of the floor, and then I'm going to pull the toilet out. David's going to get working on scraping the floor. We got to get it completely smooth in order for the new vinyl plank to go down. It's not acceptable for vinyl plank to go over the top of that. We got all of the vinyl plank poured out of the closet. That's ready to go. This is all nice and smooth, fresh concrete. So let's pull this toilet out and get the last bit of flooring out, and David's gonna get working on doing the mortar and thin set removal. All right, this right here is a secret sauce to finishing the job. Cuban espresso. The homeowners here hooked us up, and boy, oh boy, does it work. About 8 shots in.
We're addicts.
We've had 2. 2 shots, and no, that makes you want to work. We're moving right along on removing the thin set and mortar. All we have left is a little sliver right here in the middle and a little section in the bathroom. As you can see from the time lapse, it is a lot of work. Bending over, scraping it off with the rotary hammer, but it is coming up. So now let's jump back into the time lapse and finish this part up, and then we'll get to the rest of the demo. We have everything cleaned up on the job site. All of the demo is complete. That is a wrap for phase 1 of the project. We're gonna begin phase 2 shortly with all the framing, electrical, plumbing, and so forth. But for this video, that is a wrap. Thank you for joining in with us as we showed you guys how we demoed this bathroom. Until the next one, keep on building.